So I decided I was going to do a fall favorites video as opposed to like a monthly thing. My favorites don't really change month to month necessarily, but they do definitely change based on the season. So what I was using in the summer is completely different than what I've used over the fall. And the things that I've used in the fall are different than what I'll be using in the next coming winter month. So decided to just do my fall favorites that I've been digging for September, October, and November. So we'll just do it. First thing, hair. Healthy Sexy Hair's Pumpkin Potion, which is a leave-in conditioner with ginger root apparently. And it smells kind of pumpkin-y, but not like super pumpkin-y. It's more of kind of like that warm fall spicy scent. So I see where it's pumpkin, but I don't necessarily smell it and think, whoa, that's totally a pumpkin scent. But anyways, I really like this stuff. I got it on Amazon. I don't really know where else you can get it, maybe wherever you can find sexy hair products. But I really like it because it smells good, obviously, and it's a really just nice leave-in conditioner. And I like to use it on days that I don't wash my hair. So I usually wash my hair like every other day. Obviously in the shower I use a conditioner that rinses out, but on days that I don't wash my hair, it's not getting any conditioner, so I like to use this, put it in before I go to bed, and then sometimes even put it in like in the mornings if I'm going to work, and then pull my hair up so it can just soak in for the day and feel awesome. So that's my hair favorite. My next fall favorite is a face product, and it's the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. I got this on Amazon too. I buy a lot of things off of Amazon. But I really like this. The way I apply foundation is I pump it on my hand first, usually like a pump, if it's a pump type product, or like squeeze out however much I think I'm going to need, and then I use a brush, go from my hand, apply it to my face. That works really well for me. When I put this on my hand, it felt so heavy, and I was like, oh god, it's going to be a mask, it's going to be awful. Plus I wasn't even sure if the color was going to match. This is number 23. But it feels really nice on. It's not super heavy, not super cakey, thick, any of that. It rubs in really well. I like to use more of like a buffing brush with it as opposed to like a traditional flat brush. I feel like I have to work harder with these to blend it in, but with like a buffing brush it just rubs in really well. So definitely dig that. I like that it has SPF. It's good. And my skin's kind of oily, more combo because I live in Colorado, so it's dry too, but kind of oily, and that sort of lessens as it gets colder. My skin gets a little more dry, so I don't have to use like a mattifying foundation like I do during the summer. That's really good. Plus then I don't have to actually wear a moisturizer with that necessarily. It's just easier. So I like that a lot. If you're interested in BB creams, I would definitely recommend trying out that one. Okay, next we're gonna go to nails. I have two nail polishes that I dig for the fall. So first, I know everyone's sick of it, but it's so good. It's Essie Bahama Mama. I know everyone talks about it, everyone loves it. It's overrated for sure, but I can't help it. I just love it. It is not oxblood. People stop calling it oxblood. It's not. But it is a really pretty purpley, maroon, burgundy color. I'm wearing it right now on my starting to chip manicure, but I really like it. It's just a good fall nail polish color, damn it. And then my next one is China Glaze Up All Night. I didn't buy it just because it has the name of a One Direction album. I bought it because it's navy and it's really pretty, and China Glaze probably makes my favorite nail polish. They're just really good quality. They're cheap. I shouldn't say cheap. They're affordable, and they're just really great. So that's a nice navy. It's super dark though. I wish it was a little more like opaque in one swipe, because I usually have to do about 3 coats with it, and by that point it is kind of a really, really dark, you know, inky navy, as opposed to like a true navy, brighter, which kind of bums me out, but I mean it's still super pretty, so whatever. Also hands. I live in Colorado. It's cold, it's dry, it's awful. It's not awful, but Neutrogena Norwegian Formula hand cream. This stuff is so good. It's like super emollient and thick. Like that. And you rub it in, and it just feels so good. Oh, I love it. It makes my hands really, really soft, not dry, not gross. It's awesome. Carry it around with me because it's a little tiny thing. I apply it all throughout the day. It's fragrance free, so actually this would be really good for any sort of sensitive skin that you have that's dry. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. Definitely gonna, I mean, that's gonna be a winter favorite too, let's be honest, because I'm gonna be using it all winter while my hands are dry as hell, so you'll see it again. Okay. Moving on to lips. I have several lip favorites. Okay, first off, we're gonna talk about OCC lip tar. These are awesome. I'm like addicted. I keep buying them, and I'm like, why? You're never even gonna go through one tube, but I keep buying them. This one is in Radiate, which I think they describe on Sephora as like a neon watermelon, maybe. It's I don't know. I mean, it's a color that, like, you would see that it's called watermelon, you'd be like, oh, okay. But it's not necessarily what I think of when I think of watermelon, if that makes sense, because it's definitely not like that pinky color. But it's kind of an orangey, neon reddish thing. It's just really pretty. It's like a really good power red, and I love it. I love these things. It's not necessarily a fall color. I think it's definitely more of like a summer color, but I've been wearing it in the fall because I just like it. It's like my go-to red lip right now if I want a bold red power lip. It's been this one. But I do have a fallish color too, actually, that coordinate. This one's the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, like this. This one is Crush, and it's kind of a dark purpley color. It's actually what I'm wearing right now, kind of blended it out a little bit. You can definitely build these up to be super opaque, but still a little bit glossy, not like lipstick. Or you can sheer them down a little bit. This is kind of like medium-ish. And they last really well, and they feel nice. They're cheap. So I dig that one a lot. And then my other side to that is the YSL Sheer Candy lipstick in 5, which I think is called Mouthwatering Berry. And so it's kind of like a coordinating color. And so what I did for the fall was put on the Revlon lip stain like in the morning and then not take it with me, but take my YSL one and reapply that throughout the day, and it just sort of bumped up the color a little bit more as it wore down. Because these aren't super opaque, they're pretty sheer. But if you get a darker color, you can get better coverage. But they feel so nice, and they smell like mangoes, and I love it, and they're great. So I don't care that they're $30. I still love them. Okay. Last favorite of the fall is a fragrance, and it's T-Swizzle, Taylor Swift, Wonderstruck Enchanted. I love Wonderstruck Original. Part of what drew me into that was the purple bottle, because purple is my favorite color. So I was like, oh, let me have this. I don't really like Taylor Swift. It's okay. Let me smell it. Oh, it's great. So I was kind of like obsessed with that for a little while. Then I saw that she came out with another one. And I was like, oh, can't just let a good thing be, can you? Nope. Can't leave it alone. But so I sprayed this at Sephora, I think, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. It has like kind of a raspberry sort of fruity note going on. I don't know. I think it's raspberry. I can't really tell. My nose isn't that great. But it just smells so good, and I love it. And I actually have 2 of these little sample things, because whenever I place an order anywhere and it's an eligible sample, I pick it. But I bought myself a little Christmas present that is the value set that Sephora is offering with the lotion and the body wash and the perfume. So I don't have that on me right now because it's actually wrapped under my tree. A little gift for myself, but it's awesome. So I've been trying to use it in my other fragrances, but I keep going back to my little vials because it's just my favorite. So those are my picks for the fall. Things that I loved, things that I dig. For all 3 months, really, because it was pretty consistent throughout. A couple things changed here and there, but those are kind of my big things for the fall season. So, yep, the end.